Order! Order. I call Dr. Lawrence Sullivan, MP.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. It is my honour to give thanks to each and every one of you for your maturity, your sincerity in the way that you spoke today. Madam Deputy Speaker, weren't they inspiring? I'm here today because I believe the UK Youth Parliament can do so much. And I know that because I was a member of the UK Youth Parliament too. And I know that because I was a member of the procedures group, similar to your steering group. We all may start small. Like many of you in this chamber, we attended our school council and then our local youth council. But that was only because a youth worker came into our assembly at school and said, "Hey, do you want to make a difference? Pop along to our local youth centre." It was the best decision I ever made. And from there, I stood to be a member of the UK Youth Parliament, where I met my husband. Some of you may know him. That's where we learned to debate, to sharpen our minds on policy discussion. The policy discussion that I heard here today was exemplary, where we created new campaigns and ploughed new energies into campaigns launched previously, like the Votes at 16. Your manifesto, which I have read, shaping our future today, not tomorrow, has a sense of urgency for the change you want to see. And the 110 policies in there can change our country and the world. And we hear you today. Nothing about young people without young people. Madam Deputy Speaker, I am filled with the hope of the amazing people and experiences, and I'm grateful for them for making their mark today. I pledge to you, alongside my fellow MPs across party, across this bench, to work with you and your manifesto, to take your ideas and see how they can be implemented today. For you are not just our future, you are here today. I would like to end with a few quick thank yous. Firstly, to thank our Mr. Speaker and Madam Deputy Speakers for their constant support of the UK Youth Parliament and their leadership following these debates. I would like to thank the many House staff, including David, his long experience supporting the UK Youth Parliament, and others such as Emily and Sam, and the amazing others in the Speaker's office team, our doorkeepers, bit shout for the doorkeepers, the volunteers, the table office for their work and organising this event. But of course, NYPs, this would not be possible today without the staff of our National Youth Agency, who they themselves have been supported by the government from the Department of Culture, Media and Sports for organising today's event. Now, I know many of you are supported here by your wonderful, wonderful youth workers. So, if I can be unparliamentary, can we give them a big cheer, a big round of applause? Thank you again for all your amazing passion and dedication to your constituents, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker.
I now call my constituency neighbour, Josh Bawarinda, MP.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. The first time I've stood at this dispatch box, and what an honour it is to do so, sitting alongside all of you incredible members of Youth Parliament. And so it should be, because this is not my house, it's not Madam Deputy Speaker's house, this is your house. your house as citizens of this country and your house as members of Youth Parliament. And so I thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, for making this possible today, along with Mr. Speaker, along with our other Madam Deputy Speakers, along with the Speaker's staff, along with our doorkeepers and many others behind the scenes, including at the National Youth Agency and, of course, your youth workers and your schools for making this happen today. And guts, Madam Deputy Speaker, guts are what making the likes of today happen requires. It's what each and every member of Youth Parliament in this chamber has. When I was 13, I remember my head of year, Mr. Catterick, passing me the forms to sign up to be a member of Youth Parliament. And I have to say, I wrestled with it for ages, but I didn't have the guts to do it. I was so underconfident, and so the opportunity passed me by. But all of the members of Youth Parliament in this chamber today ploughed on. All had the guts to stand, all had the confidence to make the case, and all have the courage to fight for young people up and down this country. MYPs here, Madam Deputy Speaker, are inspirational. Yes, through the powerful debates that have been had today, whether it's on period dignity or public transport or the national minimum wage, votes at 16 and much more. But just as powerful is the ground-level campaigning that MYPs do month in, month out across our country. And I'm particularly proud of the members of Youth Parliament in my patch, in our patch of East Sussex. And they include Mabel Young, Martha Crompton, and Henry Kaczynski Mason. Are any of them here today? There they are. On the other side of the chamber, but all part of one effort to advance the cause of young people across our country. And the last couple of times I've seen Henry, for example, have been out campaigning. I bumped into Karen from the Save Our Seas campaign, from the Service Against Sewage campaign. And one of the first times I met Henry was out campaigning against sewage in the sea, and then most recently campaigning to protect our leisure centre. So work in action of a great member of Youth Parliament, reflected by so many of you across the country. And at a time when corners of the media, some of them, seem so determined to put down young people, to give young people a bad name, all of those in this chamber right now prove that the future is bright and that there is a fight to change that narrative, a fight that myself and my colleagues across party stand right with you on. So I say to every member of Youth Parliament in this chamber today to keep it up and continue to make a powerful stand. Politics needs your voice. For if you don't do politics, politics will do you. And we cannot have that. Thank you.
I now call the Member of Youth Parliament from York to provide the closing remarks.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. This moment stands as proof of our determination. It stands as proof of our refusal to be silenced. It stands as proof of our power. I'm going to repeat a lot of what we just heard, a lot of thank yous, but we can never say thank you enough for this opportunity. We thank the DCMS for funding the UK Youth Parliament programme and all members of Parliament for voting so that we can sit here today and represent our young constituents. This event would not have been possible without the dedication of Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Speakers, clerks, doorkeepers, catering and security teams, as well as everyone in Speaker's House and the House of Commons staff. It's your efforts that have made us feel truly welcome in such a daunting place like this. And for that, we are very grateful. A special thank you to Hansard, the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit, and official photographers for ensuring that our contributions do not just echo within this wall, but are carried to the ears of those who need to hear us the most. And that's our constituents, because we are here to inspire them. We are here to tell them that when they speak up, when they know that they can make a difference, they can make change, that it will happen. Us being here today is a testament to that. And we are surrounded by a wonderful, fantastic network of youth workers, many of whom are here with us today, and alongside the National Youth Agency and our steering group. It's their ambition, their passion, their devotion to youth voice that makes us truly able to stand here proudly and say that we are members of Youth Parliament. For all that they and so many others do, we thank you wholeheartedly. We've debated 5 of the key issues to young people today. But debate alone does not create real change. Meaningful change comes from youth involvement in decision-making. The UK Youth Parliament was founded for young people to unite behind a common ambition to create an inclusive, representative, diverse and respectful society for all. So I encourage all members within this chamber to go to your decision makers and plead with them, beg them to include youth contributions at the centre of their mission. Because it's when young people are part of the conversation that society becomes enriched, that society gets better. Today we have proved that we are not just the leaders of tomorrow, we are the change makers of today. So, as we leave this chamber, do not let the fire within you go out. Hold it. Hold it high above your heads, as you did with your order papers. Hold it high above your heads and lead the next generation to the society they deserve. Because we have lots more to say. So I tell everyone watching us, keep on listening. Thank you.